Coming up, Week 1 continues in the HTFL as the Houston Oilers travel to the Superdome to take on the New Orleans Saints. That will be coming to you in just about 90 seconds from now. Ladies and gentlemen, due to some technical difficulties, me not hitting the record button, we are joining this game in progress. You only missed a little bit on the second play for New Orleans. Drew Brees threw a touchdown to Ricky Williams for 65 yards. And we will set the offense for Houston and the defense for New Orleans real fast. Campbell and Johnson, they're actually going on a two wide receiver, two tight end set on this 3rd and 1 play from the 16 as we join it in progress. Campbell, Johnson, Hopkins, Daniels, Reed, Moon, Jameson, Matthews, Myers, Bunchak, and Brown. Defensively for New Orleans, Jordan and Johnson, Glover and Martin, Jackson, Wills and Swilling, Waymer, Robinson, Knight, and Myers. 3rd and 1 for Houston at their own 16 as we pick up the play here. A loss of 2 as Earl Campbell runs right into Martin. Like I said, the only play of consequence that you missed was a 65-yard pass from Brees to Ricky Williams.
Holding, receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
And Dodd, 11-yard return, 46-yard punt, but Robinson will bring his team back 10 yards, holding on the punt return. Setting the offense and defenses real quick. New Orleans on offense and Houston on defense, which I already did, but due to technical difficulty, you did not hear it. Williams, Muncy, Horn, Chandler, Graham, Brees at quarterback, Rofe, Evans, Goodwin, Hicks, Nix, and Turley for New Orleans. Houston, Watt, Williams, Childress, Curley, Culp, Brazil, Ryans, Webster, Farr, Hicks, Bishop, and Reinfeldt. Setting that offense for you, offensive defense for you real fast. Trap left to Ricky Williams. And to pick up a 5 yards, it'll be 2nd down and 5. Playing this game at the Superdome in New Orleans. Muncy on a screen pass. Chuck Muncy, and the ball goes right through his hands. It'll now be a 3rd down and 5. 7-0. And let's see what we'll do here. 3 wide receivers, shotgun, motion, all that jazz. Medium pass to Wes Chandler. Pass is caught. Chandler with a 22-yard pickup. Hicks brings him down for Houston, and that'll be a 1st down at the 38. How about Muncy? Pitch right. Chuck Muncy. Out of California. Played on that 79 Saints team that was a playoff contender most of the year. One of the few teams to give Tampa Bay a whole bunch of trouble that year when Tampa Bay made the playoffs the first time ever. 2nd down and 1, so I think they'll go play action here on a medium pass to Mr. Graham. Touchdown! Here's the extra point. It's good, and it's 14-0. 9:45 left to go in the first quarter. Again, if you're just joining us, we had technical difficulties and you didn't see the first minute and a half of the game. Breeze threw a 65-yarder to Ricky Williams. He has now thrown one to Graham for 29 yards. He's off to a very good start, 3 out of 4, 116 yards. Here's the kickoff. Levias back for Houston. Oh. Rich keep getting richer as a fumble on the kickoff, and the Saints recover. Sam Mills, on the play, on the tackle and the fumble recovery. So we'll go Ricky Williams, trap right. Keep it on the ground here. So the Saints looking to blow him away right early. Medium fly to Wes Chandler. Touchdown! And the crowd at the Dome going wild. Extra point try. 21-0 Houston down. And we're only 6 minutes and 4 seconds into this game. But if you've been watching HTFL action, you know that a 21-0 lead is not safe. Here's Levias again. And this one's a touchback. He didn't miss much on Houston's first possession. They only had 7 yards. Boone's only 1 for 2 for 9. Drew Brees off to a rip-roaring start. 4 out of 5, 132 yards, 3 touchdowns. First and 10 for Houston at the 20. They give it to Cannon, and he picks up 2 yards. They're going to bring Charlie Hennigan into the game for Houston, the 60s receiver. See him up there, number 87. It'll now be a second down and 8. Moondial's long distance. It's complete to Hennigan, who just came into the game, and that's the pickup of 27. First and 10, ball at the 49. This time, Earl Campbell, who you probably won't see much of for the time being because it's a 21-0 deficit early, picks up 5 on the play. It's going to be second and 5 at the Saints' 46. It's a screen to Campbell. Good for 9, but Moon was hurt. Moon was hurt temporarily, so Matt Schaub, the Houston Texan, will come into the game. He'll be wearing number 8. First and 10, ball at the 37. And it's Schaub picking up 4. Moon back in. Second and 6. Touchdown Houston. Owen Daniels. So they quickly get one back. Kick is good. 21-7. Atkins back for the Saints. We should point out that the Saints won the toss to start the game. You missed it because of the technical difficulty, and they received the ball, so Houston will get it to start the second half. Atkins returns at 25 to the 31. We'll go medium slant, Joe Horn. Breeze has the hot hand. Let's see how long he can stay hot. And, oh, look at that. Another big play. That's 69 yards to Joe Horn. Drew Brees on fire. Here's the extra point, and it's good. We're only 10 minutes and 9 seconds into this game, and it's already 28-7. Brees already with 201 yards on 6 throws. Amazing. They'll kick it at angle. Levias still got it, and he picks up 19 yards. Ball to the 24. First and 10, Houston. No yardage on the play as Campbell gets stuffed by Ricky Jackson. Let's take a look at him real fast. The Hall of Famer out of Pittsburgh. Very good linebacker back in his day. And right now it's a second and 10 at the 24. That's a screen to Billy Cannon. Everybody's All-American. Gain of 10. And that's just short of the first down. It'll be third and inches at the 34. Campbell. Gain of 5 yards. If you've ever seen that movie, Everybody's All-American, The Gray Ghost, that was based on the life and times of Billy Cannon. played at LSU. Uh, I believe it was a Frank DeFord book before it was a Dennis Quaid movie. Dennis Quaid? No, it wasn't Randy Quaid. It was Dennis Quaid. First and 10, ball at the 39. Campbell up the middle, 14 yards. Tries a little bit off to the left side, shook off Myers, and that's 14. First and 10, ball to Saints 47. Campbell chugging along, 17 yards. Robinson finally brings him down at the 30. So Houston not giving up the ship just yet. Ball at the 30, first and 10. And it's a throw complete to Andre Johnson, who picks up 9 yards. And it'll be second and 1, ball to 21. Well, you could call it the 22, I guess. Billy Cannon, 2 yards. Thought there would be a penalty on the play, but the officials are confirming and saying nope, no penalty. First and 10, ball to 19. And we have we do not have a timeout. We have an expiration of the first quarter. What a first quarter it was. Saints dominated play. They lead after a quarter, 28-7. Okay, first and 10, ball to 19. Earl Campbell, 15 more yards. Let's see where he is on the stat sheet. 7 carries, 54 yards. He also has a catch for 9. So the Oilers moving like an oiled machine. First and goal at the 4. Touchdown. That is to Daniels again. That's his second of the day. And an extra point is going to make it 28-14. If it's good, and it is. So the Superdome now quiets down a little bit. With the score now, Houston 14 and New Orleans still at 28. Atkins back for the Saints. Returnable. And out to the 34. Chuck Muncie, screen pass. The thing about this New Orleans team is they got a lot of weapons. Kind of like Indianapolis. You take the weapons Drew Brees had and you add in some of the players that, say, an Archie Manning had, and, players here and there, and you got a very potent offense. That's 16 more yards, and the ball is now out to midfield. First and 10, pitch right, Ricky Williams. Back to the line, no gain. Ricky Williams, probably the only NFL player to ever appear on the Big Brother reality show. He's out of Texas. He held the college rushing record for many years. Wasn't really that big a success in the pros. Got disinterested in pro football, and I believe, as I said, that he appeared in one of the celebrity Big Brothers, and of course, Big Brother may not be happening this year due to the virus, but that's something for Big Brother fans to discuss. Second and 10, ball at the 50, medium out, Wes Chandler. Another completed pass, 16 yards. So Drew Brees not having a bad day at all. We'll go pitch right, Chuck Muncie. This time Muncie's stuffed at the line by Curly Culp. Let's look at Curly. Well, he started at Kansas City before moving on to Houston. He's out of Arizona State. Very good defensive tackle. Many say he has to be in the argument as one of the best ever to play for the Oilers, and that's why he's on this Houston Oiler-Texan team. But in the 70s, there were few that were better than Curly Culp. Second and 10, ball at the 34. How about another slant to Joe Horn? This time, Brees checked down the Muncie incomplete. Horn has that one catch for 69 yards. Williams has a catch for 65 yards. The stat sheet with a lot of superlatives on it. It's going to be third and 10 from the 34. They'll call a screen to Williams, incomplete. Now, you got Morton Anderson, another weapon the Saints have. He's going to try a field goal from 51. He's got good range, and that's right down the pike. And the Saints lead 31-14. They'll kick deep to Levias, and he will take it for a touchback. 10:46 to go. Still a long way to go in the first half, even though you joined us late. So Warren Moon will get it. 1st and 10. Intercepted.
The previous play is under review.
But a review.
Upon further review, the ball touched the ground before being secured. Incomplete.
So a booth review, as in HTFL rules, each team gets one replay challenge, and all turnovers and all scoring plays are looked at, and they overturn the interception. Will just be an incompletion. 2nd and 10, Oilers at their 20. And Earl Campbell again, a nice pickup, 11 yards. 1st and 10, ball at the 31. Still a long way to go in this half. We've seen a lot of action so far in this game. Robinson, 3 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 7 at the 34. Campbell, stuffed, lost 2 yards. 3rd and 9, ball at the 32.
Encroachment, defense. Number 94, 5-yard penalty.
That gives Moon another shot at it. It'll be 3rd and 4, ball at the 37. Gain of 2 for Campbell, and that gives him 2 catches on the day for 11 yards. So the Saints get the ball back on the punt should Houston be punting. And it's going to land inside the 15. We're going to return it. Got so many good big plays in this first half that maybe another one will come, but not that time. A gain of 14 on the return. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 29. Joe Horn, medium slant. Oh, this time Brazil gets to him, and it's a loss of 9. 2nd down, 16, outside run. Ricky Williams. And Ricky gets about 5 of those yards back. It's now going to be 3rd down and 14. Ball to 25. Thing about this game is if you get off to a big lead, it's like the races at Daytona, with the restrictor plates. It's just like a rubber band. If you get out to too big a lead, the pack gets back to you, and that's what's happening here. Medium fly to Colston. Incomplete pass. So the Saints have to punt with 6:08 left to go in the half, and it's going to be Thomas Morstead. And it was a fair catch by Billy White Shoes Johnson, the very flashy 70s punt returner for the Oilers. It'll now be a 1st and 10, ball at their own 30 for Houston. Pass is caught by Johnson, Andre Johnson, 23 yards. So let's look at Warren Moon's stats. He's 9 for 11, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's not having a bad day, but the Saints were lights out in that first quarter. Ball at the 47 of New Orleans, 1st and 10. That's a touchdown. Hopkins hops his way for 6 points. And it's 31-20. Here's the extra point to cut it to 10. It is good. And it's 31-21. Atkins back for the kickoff for the Saints. Returnable out to the 29. So it was 28-0 at one point, I do believe, New Orleans, and now it is 31-21. No, it was 21-0 at one point, 28-7 at another point, and now it's 31-21. So not much defense in this game so far. Here's a slant to Wes Chandler. And it's good. Farr injured on the play. He will come out of the game. Pollard going in for Houston. Jimmy Grant, medium hitch. Pick up a 13. Here come the Saints right back. Muncy, screen pass. And that's a pickup of 8. Long pass, play action, feeling like it's hot. Wes Chandler. Deflected away by Hicks. 3rd and 2. Muncy will go off tackle right. Chandler was hurt on the play. He'll go to the sideline. His return is probable. That's going to bring in Colston to play in the base formation as a second tight end. When the Saints go to 3 wide receivers, they'll bring Martin in. In fact, we'll go to him right now. Short slant. Incomplete. 2:58 left till halftime. Well, first half, this has been medium out to Joe Horn. Caught, first down, pick up the 14. 278 yards for Breeze so far in this first half. Tremendous performance for him. Here's Muncy, trap right. This Houston team, no slouch. Muncy was tackled for a loss by Bishop on the play, and there will be no more plays before the 2-minute warning. You score 31-21 Saints. Okay, we come back for the last 2 minutes of this first half. How about a medium fly to Colston? Incomplete. That'll make it 3rd and 11. Looking for Hicks and seeing who Hicks has. Colston. Well, that's who we will go to, by God. Medium fly. And he's got it. First down. Pick up a 15. And do the Saints use a timeout here? Nobody has yet in this half, but we will. Now we'll stop it at 1:48. Eric Martin, short out. Caught. Inside the 5 to the 4. They'll go no huddle. Williams. Off tackle right. He's in there. Touchdown. Here's the extra point try. Good. And it's 38-21. I would say it's too early to kick a squib. Just go deep to Levias, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20 for Houston. They trail 38-21. What a first half. Pretty wild one. Incomplete pass. It's now going to be 2nd and 10. This one is caught by Hopkins. Good for 16. Saints will not burn a timeout. We'll let Houston burn all of theirs. 1:14 to go. 1st and 10 at the 36. And that was Cannon for 12 yards. And Houston burns another timeout with 1:06. Another first down play. And another big play.
Illegal motion. Offense.
But it's coming
number
back.
10, 5-yard penalty.
It's going to be 1st and 15 with 58 seconds to go. Ball to 43. Completed to Johnson, Andre Johnson, and that's 9-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6 at the 48 of the Saints. Johnson again, just short of the first. 3rd and inches at the 42. Incompleted pass. Houston's going to go for it with 33 seconds left, and that may be a mistake. Ball to Saint 42. They give it to Campbell, and he's stuffed. Martin on the tackle. So the Saints get the ball back with 26 seconds to go. Plenty of time to run some plays over the middle. We'll go Colston, medium slant. Drop the ball. 21 seconds to go. Graham, medium hitch. Pick up a 15. Breeze is over 300 yards on the day, and we're not even to halftime yet. Saints will call a timeout. Be a 59-yard kick from here, which is not out of the range of Anderson. Abramowitz entering the game. Danny Abramowitz, medium out. And he's got it. Pick up a 13. And the Saints will call timeout. We'll let it run a little bit to 3 seconds. And Morton Anderson will come on to try a field goal of 46 yards. This would give the Saints a 41-21 lead at the half. No good. And that's how the first half ends. This is how the first half ends. And your score, New Orleans 38, Houston 21. Well, friends, I don't know what we're doing for an encore, but we'll think of something. This is Big Polly coming to you with the start of this second half. From the Superdome in New Orleans, the Saints 38-21. You heard that score right. Over Houston as both teams piled up the offense in the first half. Saints with 348, 325 of it coming from Drew Brees. Houston with 289, 204 of it from Warren Moon. This has been another HTFL shootout, and we've had quite a few of them so far in this week one. Houston has the ball to start the second half. We have Levias back deep. And a return of 16 yards. He was a yard behind the goal line, so that makes it 1st and 10 at the 15. We'll reset the offense for Houston real fast. Campbell and Cannon, your running backs. Johnson and Hopkins at wide receiver. With Hennigan, they go to a 3 wide receiver set for this very first play in the second half. Moon at quarterback. Jameson, Matthews, Myers, Munchak, and Brown. I wanted to try to give you the base offense for Houston since I failed to do so when we started this game a little bit late. Think of it as like you watch a doubleheader on Fox or CBS and they go to the second game late because the first game ran long. That's kind of what happened with this. So right now we're going to start the first play for scrimmage for the second half. 38-21 Saints, 1st and 10, ball to 15 for Houston. And that's Earl Campbell with a first down as he swept left. And that's going to be a 10-yard pickup for the first. Houston will have it at the 25. Billy Cannon runs smack dab into Martin, and that's a yard loss. 2nd and 11, ball at the 24. 13-yard pickup to Billy Cannon on the screen. Let's take a look at Billy Cannon, star player out of LSU in the late 50s, early 60s. Got signed by the Oilers of the AFL. They won 2 championships to start their tenure in Houston in 60 and 61. And he was one of the stars on those championship teams. 1st and 10, ball at the 37 for the Oilers. And that time it goes for 14 yards. Hennigan on the play. And it's now a 1st and 10 at the 49. This 3 wide receiver set working well for Houston. Gain of 7 for Earl Campbell on the right side. They're in the same territory at the 42. 2nd down and 3. Billy Cannon's trapped for a loss as Troy Cook came along. And that's a loss of a yard. 3rd and 4. Cannon could not hang on to that 3rd and 4 pass, so that cost them a first down. We'll watch for a fake punt here, considering the down and distance in the field position. The punt by Norton goes out of bounds at the 9. A nice little coffin corner punt for Houston. Saints get the ball to start the first half. Chuck Muncie on a screen pass. And they use that short passing game just like a running game. Kind of like the West Coast offense that San Francisco popularized back in the early 80s. Ricky Williams, off tackle right. That goes for 2 yards before Curly Culp collects him. Now looking at a 2nd and 8. Marcus Colston, slant play. Incomplete. Third down and 8 now. We'll go Martin, medium out. Good for a first. Check down to Ricky Williams. And that was good for 10. Ricky Williams on the day, 2 catches for 75 yards, and he had a touchdown that you missed because it was before I started recording the game, and that was, or I thought I had started recorded and I inadvertently must not have recorded, and he got a 65-yard touchdown pass from Breeze on the second play of the game. So, short out, Joe Horn. Houston blitzing, but that's fine. Pick up a 6.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 20. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Houston, actually New Orleans, they only know one speed right now, and that's fast. Off tackle right, Ricky Williams. Loss of a yard. Curly Culp introduces himself to him again. It'll now be a second down and 11. Two running backs, 2 tight ends. They'll go to Graham on a short cross. Houston not flummoxed by that new formation. Incomplete pass. Third and 11, ball at midfield. Actually, ball at the Houston 49. Colston, medium slant. Medium hitch will make it. And it's good for a first. 17 yards. So Breeze moving the ball around. What you do as a quarterback, short pass to Ricky Williams. That time Ricky Williams picks up 17. Breeze now 385 on the day. He's having quite a game. Muncie, off tackle right. Pick up a 3. It's going to be now second and 7 at the 12. Horn, short slant. Good for a gain of 9. First and goal. Is that a cell phone Horn's putting in his socks? Well, we'll find out shortly, I guess. Short pass to Chuck Muncie. Incomplete. We'll go to Horn. Short cross. Penalty, though.
False start. Offense. Number 88. 5-yard penalty.
Horn does have like kind of a bulge in his socks, so I guess it is a cell phone. I don't know if the officials want to talk to him about that or not. Short out to Jimmy Grant, please. That's a touchdown. And that puts Breeze at 4:02 on the day. And that is his 5th touchdown pass. And it's 44-21. Extra point try. He is good. So your score now, 45-21. We're going to kick deep to Levias, and he catches it in the end zone and says, I don't want any of this. First and 10 for the Oilers at their 20.
Holding
6,
offense.
but it's going to come
Number
back.
76, 10-yard penalty.
Going to be a first and 20. Pickup of 6 for Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell on the day, 12 of 79 yards rushing, 12 for 79 yards, 3 of 17 yards receiving the ball, 3 catches for 17 yards. So he's nearing 100 yards of total offense for the day. Second and 14 at the 16. A sack, Ricky Jackson. That's going to cost him 7 yards. Third and 21 with 2:53 left, third quarter. Moon scrambles, picks up 4. 4th and 17, and New Orleans will set up for the return. And a nice return for Dodd. And that gets it to the Houston 38, so they're poised to strike again. But I think the Saints are going to run the ball a little bit this time. Ricky Williams off tackle right. They have not had too much success running the ball, though. 14 carries, 36 yards. The Oilers have had 20 carries, 104. We'll go to Chuck Muncie on a screen. Incomplete. Saints have a good team, but it looks like they're going to be one-dimensional team. So if you could shut down their running game, you got it made. Medium fly to Wes Chandler out of Florida. And it's all the way down to the 6. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. Your score, New Orleans 45, Houston 21. Off tackle right, Ricky Williams to start the fourth quarter. 1 yard gain. Saints will slow it down. They'll go two tight ends with Childs entering the game. Let's take a look at Childs real fast. Out of Kansas State, played for the Saints in the late 70s. Probably caught a few passes from Archie Manning here and there. And with a second and goal, we're going to throw to him, short hitch. Houston calls timeout. They were flummoxed. So we will call the play again. And this time it's going to be trap right Ricky Williams. And Williams is in. Touchdown. And the Saints break half a century. 51-21. Saints crowd loving all of this. I don't think that they were expecting them to put up all these points on the Oilers today, considering their track record overall. Here's the extra point. It's up and good. 52-21. Saints leading by a bunch. Here's the kick deep. And we have Dominic Davis and Drew Hill entering the game for the Oilers. Gotta wonder if Drew Brees has seen his last action with the score this big a margin. We'll see. Moon's still out there, though. 1st and 10 at the 20. 8-yard pickup as Moon throws to Charlie Hennigan. Hennigan has not had a bad day. 3 catches for 49 yards, and he entered the game late. 2nd and 2, ball at the 28-yard line. Gain of 7 as Moon dumped it to Davis. Now looking at a 1st and 10 from the 35. Forced fumble. Moon covered up his own fumble, but it's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14, ball at the 31. Pick up of 14 yards as Andre Johnson was the most recent receiver. I should point out the halftime meal today was M&M's. M&M's. 1st and 10, ball at their own 46 for Houston. This one is caught underneath to Johnson, 5 yards. Moon now 271 yards receiving on the day. Pretty good if you just looked at his throws, 20 for 25 and 3 touchdowns, but Drew Brees statistically has just blown him away with 434. Here's your 2nd and 5 play from midfield. Loss of 4. Davis pitches right, and it moves him back 4 yards. 3rd and 9 at the 46. Just short of the 1st. Houston challenging the spot.
Upon further review, the runner reached the 1st down marker. 1st down. No timeout will be charged.
And there you go. Our referee with a very nice explanation there. Houston challenges, uses their only challenge, and they get the 1st down on the replay. 1st and 10 at the 45. Pickup of 7 as it was a screen to Charlie Hennigan. 2nd down and 3 at the 38. Incomplete pass. Was looking for Davis, but Davis was not there. Make it a 3rd and 3 now. Straight ahead, and that's Davis. Pickup of 5 yards. Look at Davis real fast. Dominic Davis, who has spelled Earl Campbell. He's out of LSU. Played on those early Texans teams that represented Houston after the void they had of professional football for a few years. 1st and 10, ball at the 33. he said. We have a marker down.
False start. Offense. Number 80, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Andre Johnson picks up a 5-yard penalty. It's first and 15 at the 38 make it. And that was a pass to Davis, Dominic Davis. He picks up 11. Second down and 4 now at the 27. No gain, as they call a running play to Davis again. Davis has had 5 touches of the ball in a very short period of time. 3 carries for a yard, so New Orleans doing a good job stuffing them. 2 catches for 18 yards. Third and 4. No gain as Davis sweeps to the right, and this drive has taken way too long for the Saints. 7 minutes 28 seconds. If you're Houston, you got no choice. You got to go for it here. A field goal really doesn't do anything for you. It only puts you down 28. 4th and 4, ball to 27. And that's a first down as Earl Campbell comes in back into the game, and that's good for 4. First and 10, ball to 23. Campbell with a screen pass, and that's good for 10 yards. And that puts Moon over 300 on the day. Earl Campbell, who was a rookie for Houston in '78 and had that great Monday Night Football game against Miami, a 35-30 duel where Earl Campbell scored 4 touchdowns. And a lot of people think that in the '70s, that was the best Monday Night Football game ever. Monday Night Football did not have a lot of great matchups until, the '80s and '90s or so. Usually, the NFL just gave them Monday Night Football games, and, they weren't really pairing 2 good teams together all the time. It was just try to give as many teams as much primetime exposure as they could. First and 10, ball at the 13. Houston looking for a score, and quickly, and they get one. Hannigan. The fans still left at the Superdome are booing. That drive nearly took 10 minutes off the clock. And that's not good if you're Houston and you're trying to get back into this game. Here's the extra point try. It's good. Del Greco puts it through, and it's 52-28. Saints got to be looking for an onside kick here. But Houston surprises everybody. Kicks deep.
Team.
And that's going to be a penalty on the return for the Saints. So, if you are New Orleans, I think you're going to start pulling players here. Definitely want to put another quarterback in there. And that's going to be... Who would be our number 2 guy? Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks is going to enter the game at quarterback. He'll be the first coaching decision substitution in HTFL history. He'll be wearing number 2. And we're going to give the ball to Ricky Williams, trapped left. Brooks and Watt, J.J. Watt, almost gets him right at the point of the handoff, and that's a loss of 2 yards. Ball to 5. It's going to be second down and 12. Saints not interested in running the ball. I think they just want to chew clock up. Pitch right to Ricky Williams. Williams gains the 2 yards back, and it'll be third and 10 from the 7 with 3:25 to go. Chuck Muncie on a screen pass. Catches it, but it's only good for 5 yards. Saints will take it to the 2-minute warning, which they do. And they'll be punting the ball back to Houston. Here's Thomas Morstead from the goal line. And it goes out to the 46. Moon's still in the game for Houston. First and 10 from the 46 with 1:52 to go. This game has entered garbage time for sure. That's a pickup of 9. As Foster makes the catch. Foster, and that is good for 9 yards. It's now going to be a 2nd and 1 from the 37 of New Orleans. This one almost over. Gain of 19 as Hopkins catches it. Hopkins now 4 catches, 91 yards. He's closing in on 100 for the day. 1:27 to go. That's good for 8 yards to Davis, Dominic Davis. No, the Saints do not want to call a timeout here. First and 10. I'm sorry, that was a second and 2. 4-yard pickup as Moon throws to Charlie Hennigan. Ball at the 6, first and goal. Complete touchdown to Hopkins. Here's the extra point. Up and good. 52-35. So another game where both teams go over 30. We've had a few of those in HTFL play so far. A lot of good offenses. And the Saints will be watching for the onside kick here with 1:06 to go. And the Saints pounce on it. Should be academic. Have Brooks take a knee 3 times. Yes way. We're up 17 points and we don't want to get any of our players hurt. A kneel once again. That stops it with 12 seconds to go, and that'll do it. Last play was run with 12 seconds left. Your final score, the Saints 52, the Texans 35, and an 87-point scoring spree. And that's your scoring summary. Breeze, 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 Moon, Breeze, Moon, Moon, Williams, Breeze, Williams, Moon, Moon. 52-35 is how that one ended, friends. And I look forward to our next few games. On most of these HTFL stations, we've got a traditional matchup coming to you next. Detroit and Chicago, 2 old rival teams. We'll be going at it from Soldier Field in Chicago. Next up after that, Green Bay and Minnesota. The Packers travel to the new Domed Stadium in Minneapolis. And then after that, we have Seattle and Denver, the Super Bowl 48 rematch, where Seattle embarrassed Denver 43-8 in that only Super Bowl ever to be played in the New York metropolitan area to date. And we'll have 3 more games after that to round up week number 1. So I hope you enjoyed today's game, ladies and gentlemen, and I had fun bringing it to you as always. I hope you all stay safe wherever you are and whenever you watch this, either now or in the future. This has been Big Paulie coming to you this last hour or so, and we'll catch you again real soon, friends. Bye-bye for now, everybody.